So, I have the new Xbox Elite controller, and it is pretty darn cool. The Xbox Elite controller is also pretty darn expensive. It's $179, which puts it about the price of a regular plain old Xbox. But it is definitely better than any of the third-party controllers that are out there. So, first off, the things that you'll notice is that it has little paddles on the bottom. Next, it has these little switches that allow you to adjust between short throw and long throw. So, with the long throw, you're set up for racing games. With the short throw, you're set up for shooting games. And the fact that you can switch between them is pretty nice, because when I modified my controller, I made it short throw, but then I couldn't switch between modes. So in games like Duke Nukem 3D, I wasn't able to switch between a first-person shooter mode and a driving mode, whereas this one would allow me to do that. So, all of the attachments, like the stick and the D-pad, are magnetic. So they just pop off, and that's pretty cool because you can swap between this domed one and this concave one, and you can see that we've now got two different lengths in there. The longer one is better for sniping, and the short one is better for movement. And you can kind of just decide whether you prefer the round or the dome or the concave. Then, for the D-pad, when you're in a shooter and you want to use this for your weapon switching and some mode switching, the cross is nice. But for fighting games, you can get the disc mode so that it's easier to hit those diagonals and to see and feel where the diagonal is going to be. The controller's programmable, so there's also this mode between 1 and 2, so you can have two different saved programs in the system. My only complaints are I wish that there was at least some color indication on the buttons. The previous Xbox controller, even though it was black, had some color indication, and there's certain games where you want to use that color indication. So here we have the original Xbox 360 controller that you can see had the kind of hybrid cross and D-pad. Here we have the Xbox controller that only had the D-pad with the concaves and then the colors and then the long throw. The metal feels nice under hand. The bottom pads are very nicely textured. It's a very heavy controller, like way heavier than the Xbox One controller and definitely heavier than the Xbox 360 controller. It will accept the plan charge, or it comes with AA batteries to get you going. It also comes with a fairly nice, fairly long cord, and it comes with a manual, and it comes with the storage box for storing it, which you kind of need because with all these different adapters that you can swap out, you're going to want a place to store those, otherwise they'll get lost. Now, this is definitely a grown-up controller because these are small choking hazard parts for little kids. And so this is not a controller that I'd hand off to somebody who is young, whereas this one I didn't ever care whether I handed off my controller to, the local 3-year-old who wanted to play shoot 'em up games. So, definite difference. And then these are also magnetic, so they come off if you don't want to use all of them, or if you want to change which ones you're using. But they just pull out here. So the whole thing disassembles, and there's storage spots for those in the case. So that's about it. Other neat addition is that it has a standard headset jack in addition to the Xbox proprietary jack, whereas the other one only had the old Xbox proprietary jack. So that's a cool bonus, especially if you have a nice headset from your iPhone or an Android phone, or you're using some Beats or other one of the headsets that you prefer. So that's pretty cool as well.